Hello, and thank you for tuning in to Kentucky Good Vibes. I'm your host, Shayna Perkins, and today I have the pleasure of interviewing the very talented and soulful singer, songwriter, Mr. Uncle Win, and his beautiful wife, Miss Precious Love. How are you all today?
Great, and yourself?
Wonderful.
Great,
I'm pretty
great.
good. I'm pretty good. So tell us, who is Uncle Win?
Ooh, Uncle Win is Win Tompkins. Well, most people knew me by my gospel career. But Uncle Win is, I used to use it for my producer name, and then it just slowly turned into artist. But Uncle Win, I'm from Florida, South Florida, little city Pompano, and born and raised in a Christian home where I did gospel music all my life, except for the past couple of years when I got, when I started this journey here doing a different genre, R&B soul. So that's where I am right now.
Okay. And I think I had read that you were 14 years old when you first got started.
Yeah, 13, 14, up and something like that. We made our first single, 45, which a lot of people too young to remember that, to know about that. But we made our first single 45, so, at the age of 13, 14. So ever since then, I've just been grinding at, just making music.
Okay. So has this always been a true passion of yours to sing, songwrite, entertain?
Yes. Very, man, that's just like, that's the only thing that's ever really been on my mind since that day I first went in the recording studio. So it never left me. The bug got hold of me and just hold me, and it's still there. And I just thank God for that.
Okay. So when you were younger, I know a lot of people had different groups that they started out with and, performed in front of different people and did contests. Did you ever do that?
Yes. The group that I started out with was with my brothers. It was about 5 of us. We started as the Tompkinaires. And then later on, it eventually, as some dropped off, and I went into other music, Christian music. One time I had a group called Christ Wind Band, and then it went from that to Sea Winds. So after that, I started doing stuff, by myself. That's when I went into traditional gospel. And I had my first CD that I released in 2004 called the one with the church on the front of Foot Stomping. Foot Stomping Volume 1. I got so much music, so Foot Stomping Volume 1. So that's what Win Tompkins and the Stompers, derived the name and everything from.
Okay. So I see your wife is right here and she finishes your sentences and she fills in the blanks that you can't remember. Good job, wife.
Yep,
See, that's why y'all need us.
Right.
You're right. Hey, that's true. And I admit it, so I don't try to hide it. This is my other half. And, when I'm weak, she's strong. And when she's weak, I'm strong. So, hey, we that perfect match.
Absolutely. So can you tell us about your music project, tribute, The Love and Romance you recently released, the Do It Again remake?
Yes. That song there, my dad was a very, advocate when it came to the staple singers when they were singing gospel. We heard their music ringing out through the house all the time, So when I first heard the song, Let's Do It Again, he didn't like it because he said it was too secular. So, but when I heard it, I was like, man, that's an amazing song. One day I want to record that. So finally I got a chance. Years later. But I just wanted to make sure when I did do it, that I do a good job at it.
And you sure did, because I let a few people hear it yesterday. I was like, this is who I'll be interviewing tomorrow. They're like, woo-wee. I can't say the rest, but yeah, you know what I told you earlier. On TV. But yeah, you did a great job. Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you so much.
We love to hear it.
Great feedback. Absolutely. So this is the basically like a new genre of music that you stepped into. What made you do the transformation of going from gospel to R&B?
Well, gospel, like I said, I did it all my life, and then plus my spiritual and mental state at 99%. reason for changing, because once I began to explore and research a lot of things that I had been taught, that was not exactly true. You know what I'm saying? So, but being born and raised in that, hey, that's all you know, that's what you do,
Yeah.
So after I began to, expand my mind, expand my thoughts and everything, I began to know now that I don't need a lot of things that people was trying to give me. It's already inside of me. So, so it turned from a religious state to a more spiritual state.
Okay. So Miss Wynn, is this a team thing? Like, do you handle all his business or his management?
Absolutely. Yes. So we both run the company together. He's a producer, the singer, the artist, and then I'm in the background doing everything to make the company work, the advertisement, the social medias, website, everything that you could think of that a company would need. That's where I step in.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you're doing a great job. You made it to Kentucky, give all the way to Kentucky.
Yep. Yeah, she's right there by me, and it's I'm not ashamed to tell people. I mean, I don't know what I'd do without her. So
yeah.
I keep it real with you.
So what's been your most memorable moment since the start of your music career? Like from the time when you started, when you was 13 or 14 up until now?
Well, I met some interesting people, when I was younger, like people like Bob Marley. I met the Bee Gees, James Brown, and I met and sat and talked with Curtis Mayfield. So, and then most of the gospel people, I used to travel with a lot of the big gospel group, Lee Williams, and it's so many people. So it's been a very interesting journey. But one thing I learned in this journey, as long as I remain to to be myself and stay up, authentic to my true self, and walk that road. Hey, life, I'm not saying it has been easy, but at least I've known that I had a guide that could guide me through any situation. So that's what I'm at when it comes to that.
So given the opportunity, who would you like to work with in the music industry?
A lot of people. Because I listen to so many genres of music. I can do hooks and choruses for hip hop stuff. I mean, I got so much stuff that I've done. So I mean, a lot of people from the greats all the way down to up and coming artists. I'm open for stuff like that. So
okay. So what's the biggest misconception that you've came across as an artist?
Ooh. One of the biggest, I know a lot of artists make this mistake. They come in not understanding the business and think it's just, I got the talent, I can make it. No, it's the talent is just a small part.
Right.
Because, if it were just the talent, I mean, a lot of artists, like people say, the best artists, you haven't heard of them. So the thing is, you got the talent, but it takes a team of people and it takes the right people around you, and allow them to do what they do,
And this.
Yeah, absolutely. I do music as well, so I know the copyright, the studio time, everything. Yes. Like wardrobe, everything.
Right.
So do you have any performances coming up anytime soon or anything going on?
No, nothing scheduled for right now.
They're working on some things. Tangi, she's working with some people. He just got back from the Southern Soul in Tampa, in Texas, September 23rd, out in Garland, Texas. He was a part of that.
How was that experience?
Yeah, it was different than gospel, so that was my first time going out, but
you see the difference.
Yes.
He's seen the grinding and the wine versus the.
But you know what though? At a Southern Soul event like that, it was different from gospel because of, I guess, the different genre. But it almost reminded me of gospel because the music sounded just like gospel music. I was like, it just changed the lyrics. So yeah, it sounds yeah. But that was a new experience. But I'm looking to to go out and do other things as well.
Yeah. So do you have any crazy stories of anything that's happened in the past when it comes to your I guess he does. So
no, I've seen a lot, coming from the gospel side to here. And yeah, it's I don't even know where to begin to tell you, but I've seen some things and heard some things that I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what to tell you. It's crazy, but I wouldn't go into nothing like that. But anyway, yes, there are some stories about in this industry and things you see and hear. But hey, I look at it from a positive side of just, hey, I do what I do. I stick to what I do, and I'm, keep my head up and keep pushing because I got so much that I have to do on this planet. I don't have time to worry about what somebody else is doing. So I just keep moving forward.
Absolutely. So if you can plan your own lineup for a music showcase concert, who would be in that lineup?
Ooh. She got some questions. I like more of the old school stuff. People like the OJs, Ronna Isley, the Earth, Wind and Fire I love, stuff like that. So, because that's the kind of stuff that I grew up on. So when get beyond the Let's Do It Again song and listen to my whole complete album, The Love Factory, that's going to tell the story about who Uncle Win is and what he can and cannot do. So I think that's just really going to make the difference.
Okay, so is there any words of advice that you would like to share with those seeking to get into the music industry?
Yes, stay authentic, be yourself, no matter what trends change or whatever, because trend just only lasts for a while, and the trendsetter is practically the only one that really can do that. So what somebody else has done, why do it over? Be yourself, learn the business, get a team around you, and it's going to take some cash. I'm going to keep it real with you now. It's going to take some cash. So that's about the main thing I can tell people, and just be yourself.
Okay. So before we wrap up, thank you once again for coming on to the show. And is there anything else that you all would like to add before we wrap up?
Yes, so as always, we love it when you give us a follow. UncleWinsMusic.com is the website. All of his social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all official Uncle Win.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to ask. Okay, there was a Grammy somewhere in there. Grammy, yeah, somewhere.
Yep, Grammy consideration for the category was best. Let me get this right. Best
R&B traditional.
Yeah. Best traditional R&B performance. There you go.
Okay, and how you feel about that, Mr. Win?
Oh, I feel real good about it. It's when you just let the universe use you and be in alignment, and all things just good just happen. And when something that doesn't look good come, you just know this is a challenge. It's just a lesson. Just always just keep the faith that the universe always going to have my back. So
absolutely,
we try to live that way. Thank you so much.
Okay, so where can we purchase your music? I'm pretty sure it's on all music platforms right now.
All music platforms, the website as well.
Okay, and what's the website again?
www.unclewinsmusic.com.
Okay. Well, thank you once again for your support, and thank you for interviewing with me here at Kentucky Good Vibes. And I will be sure to follow up with you soon. And in the meantime, book some shows because I want to come and check you out. Sure.
All right.
We're gonna get on that.
All right. Thank you
so much.
Okay.